Welcome back to the Atlanta Falcons franchise, and welcome to Monday Night Football as the Falcons have traveled to a cold Lambeau Field to take on the NFC leading Green Bay Packers. With 4 games left in the season, the Falcons are 2 games out of the wild card. Last week the Falcons lost at home to the Arizona Cardinals, a game in which they got off to a very bad start, going down 17-0 early in the game and were not able to come back. Have got to get off to a better start this week as Mason Crosby's kick is away. Eric Weems is back to return as Devin Hester dislocated his hip last week, so Weems will take over the kick returning duties. And on the first kick return, we have a face mask to set the Falcons up and very nice field position to start the game. Their first play of the day, however, goes for a loss of 3 as Devontae Freeman will lose 3 on his first carry of the day. Now it is 3rd and 11, and Matt Ryan's pass is nowhere close to the intended receiver. A very poor pass. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense will take the field. They're without star wide receiver Jordy Nelson. In his place is Jared Boykin, who leads the NFL in receptions coming to this game with 81 on the season. An incredible year for him so far. On 2nd and 2, going with a corner out to the outside for Bostic, who's not able to quite get to the 50-yard line but picks up the first down. It is now 2nd and 10, going to the ground for the first time as Eddie Lacy will go for a nice gain of around 12. 1st and 10 under center, twin tight end set. A quick slant route across the middle for Boykin. That's his 82nd catch of the season. So now it is 2nd and short, bunch set to the right. Going to the outside for Bostic once more. However, he is brought down and they will give them the first down. A very favorable call for the Green Bay Packers. Now Eddie Lacy trying to go to the outside. He's into the end zone to give the Packers an early 7-0 lead. A very nice run. The defenders took poor angles on that play, and now the Falcons will come back on offense for the second time today. A 3-yard run to start us off on our second drive to bring up 2nd and 6. It is a bunch set to the right. Steven Jackson trying to get outside. Nowhere to go, only around 2 yards, not able to get to the 25-yard line. On 3rd and 5, going to the screen pass, Antone Smith breaks 1 tackle. He's into the open field. Smith coming off a 148-yard performance last week through the air, along with 1 touchdown. A very nice game from him. But Devontae Freeman will go once more, this time only a gain of 2, as he struggled last week and is not off to a great start this week either. Julio Jones had a couple of drops last week, but also had a very nice game, putting up nearly 100 yards and had his own touchdown. On 1st and 10 though, going to the outside, finds his man Roddy White, who had to come back for the ball. If he did not have to there, he might have got the first down. Going with an end around on 2nd and 2, it is read perfectly. Julio Jones trying to reverse his field, but he will end up losing 14 yards. Now out of field goal range by a long shot. We'll take a shot downfield, and it's knocked away. Nice coverage from Tramon Williams. The Packers back on offense, Boykin in motion. They'll go his way. He has a little room to run. Great block from Randall Cobb in the open field, as it is a very nice run after catch. 1st and 10, empty set now. Rodgers hit as he throws, but he finds Barden, who is brought down by his face mask. Desmond Trufant on the penalty, tack on 10 extra yards. A quick throw to Quarles this time, and he gets a short gain, still a very nice gain of 6. It is a bunch set to the right, Devontae Adams into the game. Going across the middle to Boykin once more. Look there early and often for the NFL's leading receiver, as he has tacked on 4 more. Rodgers across the middle, and what a catch by the rookie Devontae Adams out of Fresno State for a gain of 9. Under center, give goes to Lacy once more. That's his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have a 14-0 first quarter lead. We cannot allow this continue. This happened last week and we were not able to come back to win that game. We have got to work quickly and put some points on the board. Probably the last play of the first quarter is Devontae Freeman picking up a very big first down, as now on 1st and 10, they will go to the air once more. Julio Jones on a nice catch, just short of the 45-yard line, now inside of Packers territory. 4 wide set is Drew Davis into the game, the reserve wide receiver getting some snaps with Devin Hester out. That was a nice pass across the middle, however. Now Julio Jones in motion. Going across the middle, had Levine Toilolo open to some extent, but that pass was airmailed and nowhere close to the receiver. Going across the middle, This time Ryan has pinpoint accuracy and fits that pass in. White, the only receiver left, as Matt Ryan throws it as he gets hit, gets the pass away to Julio Jones. He bounces off one tackler and is able to make a nice play. He will go for a gain of 9. Patrick DeMarco in motion. Matt Ryan moving to his right, and he will take off past the 20. He slides down after picking up the first down. It is 1st and 10 from an empty set. Going outside, he's got his man Julio Jones, and that is the answer we were looking for, as it is now a 14-7 game. From the shotgun, Aaron Rodgers drops back on 2nd and 6. He has room to run if he'll just go, but instead he goes outside, and Josh Wilson drops another interception. This secondary has a lot of issues with missed opportunities where they could have had interceptions, but on 3rd and 6, Rodgers will run into his lineman, only able to pick up around 2 yards, and the Packers will be forced to punt. On 1st and 10, trying to get to the outside, Steven Jackson nowhere to go, as he will not pick up anything. Switching to a pistol as Devontae Freeman's into the game. Once more, only maybe a gain of 1, and that will bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 for Matt Ryan. He has time to throw, goes across the middle for Harry Douglas, who is now over 600 yards receiving on the season. Give goes to Steven Jackson. He's trying to go to the right. A nice spin move, but he is hit hard and is only able to pick up 3 after a very impressive run. 3rd and 6, man in motion. Going across the middle, Ryan's pass is inaccurate, and it was batted down by Sam Shields. Packers are back on offense. They'll attack the middle of the field, something we really struggled with last week, mainly due to the coverage of our linebackers. None of them are very good in coverage, so that is definitely a big area we'll have to look at improving through the offseason. Barden will come away with another catch. He's playing pretty well early also. Packers are featuring a balanced attack as they will go back to the ground game, and Eddie Lacy is just short of the first down line, and that will bring up 3rd and inches. Pressure gets there, Boykin on the catch, but an impressive play by Dwight Lowery to knock that one away. And now Mason Crosby will come on for the field goal, a 58-yarder. That kick is good, a lot of room to spare. Crosby has a good leg, but the 16-mile-an-hour winds in his favor probably helped also. Steven Jackson will start off our drive with a nice 10-yard run as he will pick up the first down. It is 1st and 10 going back to Jackson, this time not quite as effective, but still a nice 4-yard run. 2nd and 7, Harry Douglas slot left. Going up the middle once more, this time only a gain of around 2. That will bring up 3rd and 4. Douglas still in the slot left. And Matt Ryan is hit by Sam Shields and is not able to get that pass away, as the Falcons will be forced to punt it away. Rodgers on 1st and 10. He moves up in the pocket, fires outside, and that was a very impressive catch by Bostic. It is 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers with a short drop back. Going downfield, he's got his man Randall Cobb. Dwight Lowery was burned. He had the deep zone, but was not able to catch up to Randall Cobb, as that is now a 17-point lead under 2 minutes left. Taking a shot to the right side, and it's intercepted by Tramon Williams, and the Packers are now close to being back into field goal range. An abysmal end to this first half. Aaron Rodgers will go across the middle. He finds his receiver for a 12-yard gain. Jared Boykin having a very nice game so far. Hopefully we can slow him down in the second half. Across the middle to Boykin once more. He is just lighting this defense up, as Desmond Trufant, our lockdown corner, is having a lot of trouble with the bigger receiver. 1st and 10, however, pressure gets there. He finally goes down. Joplou Bartu's 7th sack of the season. Correction, that was his 6th sack of the season. But on 2nd and 17, pressure comes once more, and it's Bartu again. Now that is his 7th of the season. 3rd and really long, taking a shot to the end zone. This time Lowery's able to come away with it, but he was out of the back of the end zone, and the Packers now have a shot for a 52-yard field goal, good on 58, and now good on 52. So now going into halftime down by 20 points, instead of going down by 10, we allowed the Packers to score 10 more points in the final 2 minutes. You can see we're playing pretty well through the air, but the Packers are just dominating us, averaging over double the amount of yards per play. But now we are into the second half as a bunch set to start the second half. A quick throw to Randall Cobb, who was wide open, You got to play a little tighter of a zone right there, and he will go for a gain of 11. This defense has really been just destroyed in these last couple of weeks, especially when you go up against a star quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. You've got to play your A game. This is definitely not it. Eddie Lacy now gets the carry. He breaks one tackle and will spin forward down past the 45-yard line. Another first down. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers going back to the air. He's got his man Davante Adams, who goes on a very nice game inside of Falcons territory. Offset I for Rodgers. He'll take a drop, and he is brought down. He will go down by Tyson Jackson, his 5th sack of the season. 4 wide set on 2nd and long. A quick drag route to Davante Adams, but a very nice open field tackle by Desmond Trufant. It is now 3rd and 7. A nice job making this a little more manageable. Stepping in the pocket and firing is Aaron Rodgers. An errant throw, no good. And now the Packers will come out to punt the ball, as the wind, like I said, is 16 miles an hour, so that would be a very difficult field goal. But on the punt, we got called for clipping when there was no return, so now we are backed up at our 6-yard line. To start us off, Devontae Freeman is met in the backfield by Clay Matthews and will lose 2 yards. Still in a pistol, this time trying to get outside. Devontae Freeman stiff arms the defender, but is brought down hard from behind. Might have been a horse collar by Hawk, but instead will now bring up 3rd and 3. Matt Ryan across the middle. He's got Julio Jones finally out of the shadow of our old goalpost. We've got to make some progress here if we want to come back into this game. Empty set on 1st and 10. A quick throw to Bear Pasco, and he is not able to get much as there was an injury, but Pasco would be able to return pretty much immediately. Going to the outside, Levine Toilolo is hit hard. A gain of 5 to set up 3rd and 3. Empty set on 3rd down. A quick throw to the outside for Roddy White, who is able to get the first down as he is brought down at the 48-yard line. Devontae Freeman gets the carry inside of Packers territory. He breaks away from one tackler, but not the second, down past the 45-yard line. Patrick DeMarco is in motion. Give to Freeman once more, and he's able to pick up the first down. Very close, as he's averaging 3 yards per carry in this game. Coming in, he was averaging 6 yards per carry, so definitely a down day so far for him. But Julio Jones gets separation from Shields and goes for a 21-yard gain. Now from the 20-yard line inside of the red zone, Devontae Freeman, he will go for 7 yards. His 11th carry on the day. 2nd and 3, going to the end zone with a nice jump ball, but Julio Jones not able to come down with that ball. 3rd and 3, Devontae Freeman running forward. The ball is out. BJ Raji falls on it, and he is down to the 1-yard line as Freeman fumbled as he was crossing the goal line, and the Falcons will come away with no points. A second look at it, Freeman just throws the ball away, it appeared. You'd like to see him fighting for the end zone, but you gotta know better at times. It was just punched out from behind. But on 1st and 10, a read option with Aaron Rodgers, as that is a huge play to get outside the 1-yard line and outside of the 5. 2nd and 2, Eddie Lacy trying to get to the outside. A nice spin move, bounces off Willie Moe's tackle, but he was brought down by Desmond Trufant. It is 1st and 10, a man in motion on a drag route to Boykin. Boykin's 7th catch of the day, a very productive day so far. 2nd and 4, under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Eddie Lacy going straight up the middle, and he is down past the 35-yard line as this defense is just completely gassed at this moment. Lacy going to his right, and he is met in the backfield by Sean Witherspoon. A huge play, and that's a loss of 3. After a loss of 1, it is 3rd and 14, and that is a very big play from Bartu, and that will force a punt. We've got to work quickly. This game might already be out of hand, and that just is not what you want to see. Casey Hayward on the interception. After our defense made a huge stop, our offense gives it right back to the Packers. Eddie Lacy on 1st down will go for a gain of 7 as he is nearing the century mark on the day. 3rd and 3, Aaron Rodgers drops back. He steps up in the pocket and he dives forward. A risky play right there, but that's a great play, very savvy play from a veteran quarterback. Davante Adams on a short dump down will go for 8 yards to bring up 2nd and 2. It is now 3rd and inches under center. Aaron Rodgers drops back, moving to his right. He throws it into the end zone for Davante Adams, the rookie receiver, with the touchdown. Another risky play from Aaron Rodgers, but it pays off. Now a 27-point lead for the Green Bay Packers. Nice way to start the drive for Devonta Freeman as we are under 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Devonta Freeman now trying to get to the outside. A lot of room to run past the 50, pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line as he is at 85 yards, getting closer to his yards per carry average on the year. A quick throw to Julio Jones as this team still has not given up, still trying to put some points on the board, but it might be a little bit too late. It is a 27-point game going to the outside on a bubble screen, or a smoke screen actually, as Julio Jones will go for a gain of 7. It is now 3rd and 3. Matt Ryan is swung down, and that will put the Falcons out of field goal range and force them to go for it. Matt Ryan moving to his right, hit as he throws, and just not a great play on 4th down, and the Packers will take back over. Just over 5 minutes left. Eddie Lacy spins away from a tackler and fights through another one, a gain of 8, as he's now reached over 100 yards today. James Starks into the game as he goes for a nice run, his 3rd carry already. 2nd and 6 from the shotgun. Draw play to Starks. He just fights through a defender. It takes 2 to bring him down, as this defense is pretty much just defeated at this point. 3rd and inches, Aaron Rodgers from the shotgun. A great job from Randall Cobb to go up and get that ball, but he is punished across the middle, but picks up a 1st down. This 2nd and 5, we've reached under the 2-minute warning, as Starks will go. Not a big gain, but that will bring up 3rd and 7. Full house set on 3rd and 7. Lacy trying to fight forward. He doesn't get the 1st down, and now the Packers will come out under a minute left, trying to get 3 more points onto the board. And Mason Crosby is now 3 for 3 on the day, and that will pretty much do it. A 30-point defeat for the Atlanta Falcons on the road in prime time. In prime time is where you have to step up your performances. That is not what this team did today. After they got down big, they pretty much just quit. You can see only 7 points. Turnovers really did hurt us though. Matt Ryan throws for 2 interceptions, and Devonta Freeman's fumble was a huge one. As he was crossing the goal line, he let the ball go. That is one of the worst places you could ever fumble, probably the worst. Julio Jones goes for 157 yards though, so a great game from him. He's always been the bright spot in pretty much all of our games this year. The one thing you always can look forward to is a big Julio Jones game. Our total offense was only 21 yards less than the Green Bay Packers. That has happened a couple of times this year, where we were blown out but actually put up similar amount of yards. A good bit of those yards did come in junk time though, so it is a little hard to tell. You can see we're taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers next week, and Prince Shimbo is finally healthy. He is no longer injured, but I'm thinking of just keeping Sean Witherspoon at left outside linebacker just to see how he continues to perform. Cameron Hayward is out for the game with a hip fracture along with Arthur Motes. The Packers have now moved to number 1, or at least tied for number 1 in the NFL, along with the Steelers. So going from taking on number 1 in the NFL to another number 1 team. And in the NFC South, we have now dropped 2 games behind the New Orleans Saints after they won this week and we lost. This is now going to be a big final 3 games. If we want to make the playoffs, we pretty much have got to go undefeated, as we do have one more game against the New Orleans Saints in Week 16. But Matt Ryan has now surpassed 3,000 yards, or actually is exactly at 3,000 yards on the year, so a very nice year so far, or really just an average year. But Julio Jones has now eclipsed 1,000 yards on the season. That is a very good year, tied for first with 8 touchdowns, as Steven Jackson is also nearing 1,000 yards rushing, Jonathan Babineau at 10 sacks, and Trufant has 4 interceptions. But in Week 15, the Atlanta Falcons will be back at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 10-3. Should be a very difficult test once again. This is a must win, however the Falcons want to make the playoffs. I hope you did enjoy this video. Just a bad game, a very bad blowout. But if you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game. Give some ideas of what you think this team should be looking for to really change in the offseason. But like I said, I will see you next week in Week 15, because I'm out.